Welcome to the Get Fit Guys, quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield, and I'm the Get Fit Guy. In a previous Get Fit Guy article called What's the Best Time of Day to Work Out?, I answered a listener question about whether working out earlier in the day would somehow boost your metabolism or be better for fat loss compared to exercising later in the day. Well, in this episode, I'm going to expound on that and specifically hit on whether you should work out later in the day, specifically before bed. Now, in my response to that listener, I explained that while it certainly is true that morning exercise can jumpstart your metabolism and calorie burning, especially compared to, say, sitting at the breakfast table for an extra 30 minutes, it may not be the best time of day to do high-intensity intervals or weight training. And that was for two reasons. Number one, your body temperature peaks in the afternoon, usually between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., which means that you're going to be able to do hard workouts even harder around this time of day. And this could result in a bigger fitness boost, which is a bonus if your goal is getting significantly fitter, bigger, faster, stronger, or more powerful. Now, next, your protein synthesis, or ability to use dietary amino acids for muscle repair, also peaks later in the day, in the early evening between 5 and 7 p.m. So, if you're finishing up a hard workout around that time of day, you'll also maximize recovery. And this also backs up the idea that later afternoon or early evening is the best time of day for more difficult workouts. However, when you wake up in the morning, your liver's carbohydrate stores are pretty empty. So an easy walk, a light jog, a yoga class, or a bout of easy cardio can help to mobilize your fat stores, circulate blood and lymph fluid, and increase the activity of fat-burning enzymes. So ultimately, the morning is a good time of day for easy, aerobic, or even fasted cardio. And this is why, whenever possible, I personally begin each day with a light, easy bout of physical activity. For me, this includes about 5 minutes of calisthenics, like jumping jacks, push-ups, air squats, etc., and then about 10 minutes of light yoga before breakfast. And then, time permitting, I also include a harder, late afternoon or early evening workout with intense cardio or weight training. But how late is too late to work out? Well, I'm going to give you the answer, but first, I want to tell you about this episode's sponsor. So now, let's jump into whether you should work out before bed and how late is too late to work out. It turns out that Dr. Stuart Kwan, a professor of sleep medicine at Harvard Medical School, has investigated the question about whether working out before bed will do something like disrupt sleep. In a recent report on CNN, Dr. Kwan pointed out that there's anecdotal evidence that some people have difficulty falling asleep after vigorous bouts of late-night exercise, and that because of high adrenaline, increased brain activity, and a difficulty winding down, these individuals in particular should be wary of working out too close to bedtime. The doctor then recommends that if you fall into that group, you give yourself a few hours between your workout time and your bedtime, to allow your body temp to cool down to 98.6 degrees, your heart rate to return to its resting pace, and your adrenaline levels to lower. However, for most people, exercising close to bedtime doesn't appear to adversely affect sleep quality. For example, one 2011 study found that people sleep just as well on nights when they exercise for 30 minutes right before bed as they did on nights when they didn't exercise before bed. In addition, last year's National Sleep Foundation's Sleep in America poll found that 83% of people who exercised at any time of day, including late at night, reported sleeping significantly better than those who didn't exercise at all. Only a tiny 3% of late-day exercisers reported sleeping worse on days when they exercise compared to the days when they didn't. So ultimately, it appears that the pros of exercising later in the day outweigh the cons. However, if you're someone who has a difficult time sleeping if you exercise close to bedtime, you may want to try my following 5 quick and dirty tips. Number 1, take a cold shower after your late day exercise routine to bring your body temperature back down more quickly. Try about 55 degrees or cooler for 2 to 5 minutes in the shower. Number 2, do a gradual cool down after your workout rather than abruptly stopping while you're still huffing and puffing or hopping into your car or into the shower all hot and sweaty. Number 3, don't exercise in the bedroom. Well, I've certainly given you plenty of ideas for home body weight workouts, and I'll link to some of those in the show notes over at quickanddirtytips.com. Try to save the bedroom for sleeping or other bedroom-appropriate activities like intimacy, curling up with a good book, or meditation. Speaking of meditation, number 4 is to try deep breathing or meditation after your workout or before bed. Meditation can lower cortisol and adrenaline levels. Now, I've got a great article over at Quick and Dirty Tips on deep breathing, or you can open your phone and look for the free meditation and mindfulness app from a company called Headspace. And finally, number 5 is you can use natural calming supplements and essential oils in moderation before bed. You could try lavender oil on your pillow or in an air diffuser in your bedroom, as well as things like passion flower extract, magnesium powder, or kava kava. Now, my fellow Quick and Dirty Tips podcast host, the Health Call Doctor, has some other good anti-anxiety tips which can help you if you work out late at night and that makes you anxious or adversely affects your sleep. And I'll also link to that over at quickanddirtytips.com. Remember, anytime I mention links over at quickanddirtytips.com, all you need to do is go to that website, go to the Health and Fitness tab, and up there you'll see all of the most recent episodes I've done, and each is transcribed along with helpful links. So you can go check those out anytime, and again, that's at quickanddirtytips.com. And finally, if you have more questions about whether you should work out before bed or workout timing questions, then join the discussion over at facebook.com/getfitguy. And until next time, this is Ben Greenfield, the Get Fit Guy, asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.